Okay, so let's actually program a drum beat in here right into the sequencer. One thing that I forgot to mention last time is that once you have your redrum created here, you should turn the pattern button off, because then the drum machine will play at the same time as the pattern that you have in your sequencer. And let me just review a little bit how to set this up. So I'll get a look at the sequencer here. I'm going to add a clip and stretch it out a little bit, although I'm just going to really be working with one measure here. Alright, I'll double click to start editing. I can change the clip color so that I can see it better. I use this magnifying glass to stretch it out vertically, and let's see, down here can't see it too well, but use this magnifying glass to stretch things out horizontally. Usually go until I see that decimal place appear, and then pull back a little bit. Alright, okay, so that looks pretty good. And let's take a look now at the drum pattern that we want to put in here. You can see, try to isolate the beats here. So here's beat number 1, here's beat number 2, here's beat 3, here's beat 4, okay? And you can see that each beat is broken down into a down and an up beat. Down, up, down, up, down, up. So if we break each measure down into 8 blocks, that should be sufficient. So eighth notes is going to be what we're going to need here. So I'm going to change this breakdown here to eighth notes. All right. So let's focus in here on just this first measure and try to program this beat. So let's look at the bass drum and see what's happening. And you could read it this way. We've got a hit here, and then nothing, and then nothing, and then a hit. So the first 4 blocks would go hit, nothing, nothing, hit. Just use your pencil and put the hits in. Hit, nothing, nothing, hit. Okay. Now the next 4 would be nothing, hit, nothing, nothing. So nothing, hit, nothing, nothing. So there is the bass drum programmed in. Let's look at the snare drum. We've got nothing, nothing, hit, nothing. Nothing, nothing, hit, nothing. The next 4, nothing, nothing, hit, nothing. So that would be starting here, nothing, nothing, hit, nothing. And then finally you can see the hi-hat hits on every single down and up beat. So here's the hi-hat here. And I didn't mention here, but the bass drum is down here, and here's the snare drum. That of course might differ depending on the set that you have in there. I have the default disco set in there. Alright, let's see what that sounds like. Alright, and you can loop that. Coming down here to the loop, just set this to 2. Okay, that means you're going to loop this starting at the first measure and ending at the beginning of the second. You've turned that on. And I'll just go back and forth, or it'll just go over and over again over that bar. Okay. So we'll try another example in the next video.